Greetings, my brothers. Let's get straight into it. This is my job, and my job is to give you the unfiltered facts. And let me introduce you guys to something. These are my documents, and this is Mr. Potato Head. Don't worry, you will understand completely within a few minutes. There's a lot of unsolved mysteries in Hollywood. You have the Tupac Shakur death, and you have the Michael Jackson death. You've seen neither of these men inside of a casket. You've seen Mike's funeral on TV, but you did not see him laying in that casket. Actually, Michael Jackson is a master at disguise. While people was mourning his death, he was on Larry King Live disguised as Dave. I left the link in the description box. That's Michael Jackson in disguise because that's what he does. Michael Jackson is so famous that he could never live a normal life. So what he does is dress up in costumes and go out into the public. He goes to the movies, he goes to basketball games. He could be anybody, anywhere. The last album he created was called Escape. And that's exactly what he did. He escaped the media, he escaped the spotlight, and he's off doing his own thing. It says here that MJ doesn't only disguise himself as normal people, but he also disguises himself as famous people. What I'm telling you is that Michael Jackson has had careers as other people, and you didn't even know that that was Michael Jackson. Bruce Jenner? That's Michael Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't Kylie and Kendall Jenner look just like Michael Jackson's kids? They're not biological, but you know, money is a motherfucker. Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers? That's Michael Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. And Michael Jackson loves his food extra spicy, so it only makes sense. Aubrey Plaza? That's MJ. Sandra Bullock? Shimon, you guys. Shimon! You know I know what I'm talking about. This has been going on for years, and this is how it works. No man in their right mind would deform their face the way MJ did it. He's a very intelligent man, and the reason why he did it was for intelligent reasons. Remember when I introduced you guys to Mr. Potato Head and you thought I was crazy? Well, what can you do with Mr. Potato Head? You can change the nose, the eyes, the ears, and just about everything else. And that's what Michael Jackson does with his face. With having everything shaved down the way that it is, it's easier to put on disguises. That's the whole purpose of him doing this. Remember when he was going to court and his nose was taped up and his face was falling apart? That's because he only wears that face when he's being Michael Jackson. When MJ was a kid, he was a pro basketball player. And what you guys don't know is that every time LeBron James won a championship, that wasn't LeBron, that was Michael Jackson incognito. The real LeBron gets scared like a little bitch when the lights are too bright. But MJ knows all about bright lights, and that's how he was able to win those championships. Now listen, after the Escape album, Michael started to get bored. He wanted some excitement in his life. He was sick of sitting on that island with Shine and Tupac. He wanted to go out and have some fun. A golden opportunity jumped at him, and he could not resist. He got a call from Papa Joe saying that one of his distant cousins, Roderick, died in jail. Papa Joe called Mike and told him, "Gucci gone, Michael, and that was your favorite little cousin." That's when Mike had a bright idea, and that bright idea was to come back into society as Gucci Mane. Michael was sick of everyone telling him, "You look the best you ever did in the 80s. Why did you change your face? You were perfect in the 80s." And for the longest, Michael Jackson wanted to go back to his younger self. He saw that with Gucci Mane, it was the perfect opportunity to go back to being his younger self. This is how they pulled it off, you guys. Gucci wasn't going to get out of jail until 2030. But all of a sudden, he just so happened to walk out of jail and no one knew he was getting out of jail. And when he came home from jail, he was about 200 pounds lighter, and everyone knew something wasn't right. His friends didn't even recognize him, and everyone started calling him a clone. Well, he's not a clone, you guys. That's Michael Jackson. Isn't it funny that everyone that was in Gucci's life before he went to jail is no longer there? He's not friends with Waka Flocka. He's not friends with Debbie. He's no longer in touch with Frenchie. And may God rest his soul, Shawty Lo just so happened to pass the same day when Gucci Mane allegedly came home from jail. We all know that Michael Jackson loves children, so why is it that Gucci Mane's first record when he came home from prison was All of My Children? Look at this cover. There's a bunch of kids sitting around Gucci. That's some Michael Jackson stuff right there. And just look at the new Gucci and Michael Jackson from the 80s. They're identical. Remember when Gucci Mane went on The Breakfast Club and he had on that Billie Jean Michael Jackson jacket? And there was a white guy with him during that interview. And everyone was wondering, who is this guy? Gucci, is that your master or something? What you guys fail to realize is that that's the same guy that was with Michael Jackson everywhere he went. Michael Jackson is a master at disguise. This isn't the only time he posed as a hip-hop artist. Remember that song Chicken Head with Project Pat? That was Michael Jackson in a fat suit, just like Eddie Murphy on The Nutty Professor. Project Pat during that album was Michael Jackson, and that was the most successful album Project Pat ever put out. A lot of these one-hit wonders was Michael Jackson. And the reason why they didn't have any other success is because Michael Jackson wasn't imitating them anymore. Look, you guys, I have lists of stuff Michael Jackson did. If I can tell you all the people that Michael Jackson imitated, this video would take hours. All you need to know is this: Gucci Mane is not a clone, but that is not Gucci Mane. That is MJ. Anyways, I would love it if you guys subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And next time you see Gucci Mane, ask him, "Hey Gucci, when that album coming out?" And I bet you he'll just wave with that rhinestone glove and keep it moving. This is your boy Sean Blaze. I'm out.